Your cat's litter box habits can reveal stress, discomfort, or even pain long before the signs become obvious. Not every strange habit means something is wrong, but sudden changes, repeated patterns, or signs of discomfort should never be brushed off. We obsess over food, toys, and cozy beds, but many owners overlook the litter box. Today, we'll decode 7 litter box behaviors most owners miss, from post-poop sprints to crying in the box, staring, and going just outside it. The post-poop sprint. We've all seen it. Your cat uses the box and suddenly they blast out of the room at full speed. It's a classic internet joke. We assume they feel lighter or are simply burning off sudden energy. This does not always mean something is wrong. The key is not the sprint itself. It is sudden change in intensity, panic, or other symptoms around it. Sprinting away can be a natural way to distance themselves from fresh scent. For cats, fresh scent can mark the spot they just used, so moving away from it may help them feel safer. And if eliminating is painful, that discomfort can make the litter box area feel unsafe. Here's what to do. First, watch for warning signs around the litter box. If the sprinting comes with frequent trips, straining, crying, or very little urine, contact your vet as soon as possible. Licking around the urinary area can also be a warning sign. If there is no urine at all, treat it as urgent and contact your vet immediately. If your vet rules out a medical issue, look at the box location. Is it tucked into a tight, dead end? Place the box somewhere your cat can see the room and leave easily without feeling trapped. The edge-perching warning. Next is a behavior many owners misread. When a cat balances on the edge of the litter box, trying to avoid letting their paws touch the litter. It can look funny, but it may be their way of avoiding a surface that feels wrong. This often happens after a litter change, especially when the new texture feels rough under their paws. Some cats may start balancing on the rim to avoid touching the surface. If the behavior appears suddenly, also consider paw pain or joint discomfort, especially in older cats. From your cat's perspective, they aren't trying to be difficult. A cat's paw pads are very sensitive, so coarse, hard, overly dusty, or heavily scented litter can become uncomfortable fast. What they may be asking for is a softer surface to step on. Many cats do best with unscented, soft, low-dust litter, but ultimately, the right litter is the one your cat willingly steps into and uses without hesitation. If you Swiss types, mix in a small amount gradually, and only increase it if your cat continues using the box comfortably. The endless digging problem. Our third sign is the endless digging problem. This is when a cat spends several minutes repeatedly scratching the plastic walls of the box, the nearby floor or the mat, everything except the actual litter itself. It's easy to misinterpret this as them just being overly clean or meticulous about burying their waste, but this usually means something about the litter depth, texture, box size, or smell is making it hard for them to finish burying. That unfinished feeling can make them keep scratching at anything nearby. To make this easier for them, scoop at least once or twice a day and keep the litter deep enough for a comfortable dig, around 3 to 4 inches for many cats. If the box still smells strong, clean it gently with a mild, unscented cleaner when needed, without changing the litter type or location at the same time. And if the digging continues, try a larger, uncovered box with enough room to turn and bury comfortably. If this is helping you notice the quiet signals your cat may have been showing all along, subscribe to Purr and Ponder. The next sign is easy to dismiss, but important to take seriously. The cry you should never ignore. This behavior should make you stop and pay close attention. Crying, yowling, or making strained sounds right before, during, or immediately after using the litter box. It's easy to assume they are just being vocal or announcing their business to the room. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to a low, unsettling yowl coming from the litter box area. It isn't a normal meow. It sounds strained and uncomfortable. The important thing to notice is whether the sound is sudden, strained, repeated, or paired with signs of discomfort. Cats often hide discomfort until it becomes harder to ignore, so sudden litter box sounds should be taken seriously. If there is little or no urine, or if your cat is straining, crying, or repeatedly entering and leaving the box, contact your vet right away. This is particularly urgent for male cats because urinary blockages can become life-threatening quickly. In those cases, assume it could be medical until your vet says otherwise. The vulnerable stare. This is not usually urgent, and on its own, it is rarely a problem, but it is still worth noticing when it appears with other changes. You walk past, and your cat is using the box, but their eyes stay fixed on you with a steady gaze. It can feel a bit awkward, and many owners joke that their cats are judging them.
Yeah.
The stare alone is not the warning. The change around it is. If it appears with hesitation, crying, hiding, or avoiding the box, it may reveal that your cat feels exposed or uncomfortable. From your cat's perspective, they may simply be monitoring you and the room. A quiet, predictable space helps them feel calmer. If they look at you, keep your body relaxed and give them calm space. Don't hover near the box, don't stare back intensely, and don't turn the moment into an interaction. The almost made it problem. Number 6 is one of the most frustrating challenges for any pet parent. When a cat eliminates right next to the litter box, sometimes just inches away from the entrance. You see the box is right there. The mess is only a few inches away. It can feel frustrating, especially because the box is right there. But it usually means something about the box, the litter, the location, or your cat's physical comfort is making it hard or stressful to use. If this behavior appears suddenly, especially in a cat who normally uses the box well, ask your vet to rule out medical discomfort first. Conditions like urinary tract issues, arthritis, or joint pain can make entering the box difficult. For older cats, even a slightly high entrance can be painful. If your vet rules out a medical cause, check the setup. Has anything changed recently? The litter type, the box location, the entry height, or whether another pet is blocking access. Some cats may struggle with hooded boxes because they can feel cramped, trap smells, and make it harder for them to exit comfortably. A larger, uncovered box with a low entrance is often a better place to start. A good rule is to choose a box at least 1.5 times your cat's length from nose to tail base, so they can turn without feeling restricted. The fresh litter takeover. Finally, number 7, the fresh litter takeover. You just deep cleaned the entire box, scrubbed it down, and filled it with completely fresh litter. It looks pristine, but the exact moment you set it back down, your cat rushes in to use it immediately. It can feel like they are undoing your hard work on purpose. This behavior is usually normal and does not typically point to pain. What matters is whether your cat seems tense, restless, or unusually focused on the box after a deep clean or a switch to a different litter. Cats use familiar smells to understand their environment. For some, when their usual scent disappears, the change can feel unsettling. They may rush to the box to make it smell familiar again. If your cat seems unsettled afterward, don't combine it with a litter type change or a location change on the same day. Change one thing at a time and keep everything else consistent so the box still feels familiar and safe. Our cats don't have words for stress, pain, or discomfort, so they show us through small changes in where they go, how they use the box, and what they avoid. When we notice those signals and adjust their world, we don't just fix a litter box problem, we build trust by showing them their needs matter, even in the small routines we barely think about, like the box they use every day. If you've seen one of these in your cat, share your experience below. Give your cat a little extra patience today, and we'll see you next time on Purr and Ponder. Because sometimes the smallest change in litter box behavior is your cat's quiet way of saying something doesn't feel right.